Hello again, and thanks for tuning in with us this week. I am your host, Mercedes, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Tamara.
And I'm Misty.
And we are the ladies of the MILF Ticket podcast, where we are real women.
Real talk.
Real raw.
You see,
You didn't even do it up.
No, I
I didn't know she was going to give it to me this time.
Listen,
Real raw.
Real raw.
Real raw.
So, Misty,
Oh.
how do you explain to a man that just because you're a mom doesn't mean you're not still that girl?
Ooh. I think I had to explain that to my child's father.
Oh.
I think sometimes men think that, and this is for, I don't have it, I think men think that when you have multiple children or whatever, that it's a hindrance and, like you got monkeys on your back, but it's like, no.
Yeah.
It ain't stopping no motion. It's not.
Come on, motion.
So
what? That's what's up. How about you, Tamara?
That and it was a well-functioning household and situation before I ever met anybody,
Right.
Yeah, I feel like I don't really run into the issue of people acting like I got too many kids or you're not still her.
Yeah.
At this big age, it's very expected to have children. So I don't know. I know a few people without kids, but for the most part, most of the people I know got children. And so to be side-eyed,
we know how to still live.
Literally,
no.
You see the material, they know.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think for me, it's just how I show up. Like, my presence gives that girl, But aside from that, I can have my way and do what I want and move freely. So I think that it kind of just speaks for itself. The life that I live, it's like, okay, they're not a hindrance at all. Like, you can really still move about the cabin.
No, and when they say women make time for what they want to,
people in general.
So true.
If you are
Absolutely
not interested in somebody, it's look, I ain't got no sitter, ain't never got no babysitter. Let you be interested. Somebody gonna watch this little baby.
Girl.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next question, Tamara. Do you ever feel like you have to shrink your motherhood to make a man feel comfortable?
No, never. I feel like if nothing else, I highlight who I am as a mom. Yeah. It literally is one of my favorite things about myself. And when I say I did that shit, I really did that. I'm sending a kid off to college in the fall. Little is thriving. I really do this parenting thing. And so to make that a minor thing in my life, absolutely crazy. It's never going to be a thing for me. And I feel like people who do shrink in that way, I don't know. I can't understand the correlation on what you would have to hide when it comes down to being unless you really just ain't a good parent about being prideful about being a mom or
and how long you think you can hide it too?
Literally,
right.
People do though. People will really hide.
Yeah, girl.
People will hide a whole life. Are you kidding me? No, they will. They absolutely will. Miss, do you be shrinking your motherhood to make these men feel good?
Absolutely not.
You bet not. You bet the hell not.
I think that I have a lot more flexibility with that because I only have one and my daughter's a little older, but she's still my number one. Nobody comes before her. So
yeah. And for me, I'm definitely not doing it. And I got this thing too that I refuse to let my kids wake up and I'm not home. Mm-hmm. If it's not already set that I'm staying out, you know what I mean? So I make sure that I'm okay. This was fun, but the one that I was shrinking, I just was still trying to run the streets.
She was just outside.
It was just it wasn't really a thing. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm trying to put you first or nothing. It was just I was just outside. I wasn't shrinking though.
It's always been just me and my daughter. As far as us coming up, and I have felt guilty. I haven't shrank myself to be more available to men, but I have felt guilty when it was time for me to actually start getting back out there to date. Is that relatable? I don't know if anybody else feels like that.
Yeah.
I feel like especially coming out of divorce, I definitely felt guilty. Yeah. But you get over
guilt is a thing for sure.
Baby, then
what's a non-negotiable now that you're dating with kids in the mix? For me, I'm gonna answer. So a non-negotiable for me is meeting my kids off the bat. That's just it. I feel like we got to get to know each other. Because I've done it before. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it before where I've introduced the kids, you know, kind of early in the game, and it's like, baby, if I'm not sure about you, ain't no way I should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? It was a learning lesson for me. So now it's absolutely a non-negotiable at this age. That it's like, and my home is my peace. So I don't need nobody trying to come disturb that peace. And then I want my kids' safety is always, you know, the number one importance to me. How about you, Tamara? Sure. What's a non-negotiable for you?
Oh, a non-negotiable for me. I'm in two spaces about meeting the kids.
Yeah.
The older kids, teenagers, like whatever, you can meet them in passing. I low-key be wanting their opinion to be like, you know, what you think? What's teen? Like, no, they'll tell you what's up. Like the teenagers, I don't mind. Little, I'm probably more protective of. So I think now I'm in kind of a space where it's not so much as meeting little, it's building a relationship with her. And so where I don't mind if, you know, everybody's at the park and having a time, but if we are in a house and like intimately getting to know each other, I feel like those are different settings. And so for me, it's getting to know my kids on a personal level. And that's not happening until like I really know that this is going to be a thing. Because part of me be wanting to know, like, how does my kids interact with you? Is this even worth pursuing if, you know, there's no chemistry between you and them? Because at the end of the day, you know, that's a big part of me. So I think it's getting to know my kids. What about you, Misty?
Well, I agree with both of you guys. I think getting to know my kids or coming in too soon, that's obviously a no-no. And coming to my house is a no-no until I'm comfortable, until that introduction has been had. But a non-negotiable for me is, okay, I know I got some kids, and you might have some kids. You can't be a deadbeat.
Oh,
you cannot be a deadbeat around me.
Ain't no way, baby.
With them kids.
Go help that bitch with them kids, okay?
You cannot be around me if you are a deadbeat. No. I just don't respect those. And I think it's actually really, really, really sexy to see men as great fathers. So that's that.
Okay. Interesting. So you got some comments.
Your life when the kids grown trying to be in the streets is diabolical. Why does having a life mean in the streets though? We didn't say that.
You said you was trying to run the streets.
That was when I was 19.
That's what I was gonna say. We need to just address this really quickly, right?
Right.
So I'm not sure how old you are. I can't even see your name anymore, but I'm not sure how old you are, but I'm sure you weren't a nun from toddler to adult age. I'm sure you've made some mistakes in parenting, as we all have. I'm sure you was young and tender at one point and was very much in them streets. So let's not make it seem as though it is. It's diabolical when you are doing that with multiple kids and you have a track record of neglect. That's when it's diabolical.
And one thing we do on this podcast is keep it real, baby.
Keep it real.
Ain't nobody ashamed of what their past and none of that, baby. Girl. We share things because we want to share it with y'all, because we're realistic. Yeah. Y'all get on these social media apps and act like, oh, holier than that, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We didn't all drop them kids off somewhere to put on our business casual to go in the club.
Okay.
Like you wasn't in there with the pearls and the blazer on.
Literally.
Okay.
Like, you know,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Stop it.
And if you wasn't that, if you was one of the dudes you had on your baggy tall tee and you was in there with your jabos, now don't do that now. But yes, we literally live our lives. When we say live our best life, that means everything that we enjoy doing, whether that's self-care, whether that's going on vacations, whether that is, I don't know, painting. Who knows what it is for you? But when we say we want to enjoy ourselves, we enjoy ourselves even as moms, because we are still humans. How can you be a parent?
Have to have a life too.
Yeah, how can you be a parent and your best self if you're not taking care of yourself?
Literally.
Yeah.
Especially when your kids will trade you in quick. If they want to go hang with their homies, they are not thinking twice about you.
I can't get a moment with my child.
What? You got to beg a kid to hang out. Look, you better get a life.
DJ live from the sty. Is that what that says? Like bed sty? Stu?
Okay.
He said, Misty, are you single, and how do you feel about dating a man with kids age 12 and 13?
He's very specific.
AKA
me.
From Bed-Stuy.
Okay. Will you date me, Misty?
Nobody putting down this.
I am single and dating. And you got to have a couple children. I just feel like it just does. I love a family.
How do you deal with the men who you feel like want you to be their mama and their girlfriend?
I do not.
You don't deal with them?
No. Because you know what I don't have time for?
We raising a man.
Baby. And it depends on how we define a man who wants you to be his mom. Yeah. By no means am I above, like, you know,
you're gonna nurture your man
that make you feel nurtured and you know, loved in my bosom. Have at it. But things that make you feel enabled and like you cannot be your own adult, those are things that I'm not partaking in. And so if that's the question, I do not partake in those.
We got to come back to that comment in a second.
What they say?
I do want kids. He said he wants with a woman who has none. I want.
You got that option. You got that option, babe. With no kids, you can name your price. You can. I mean, hopefully you got some other things going as well that you know what I'm saying will set you up for, you know, a good future. But yeah, if you don't got no kids, that's your choice, baby. And we ain't
and I completely understand not wanting to, you know, procreate with somebody who already has children. Like
they don't got to deal with a baby daddy, none of that. You said
and then it's just your household, your children, your prerogative. I see no issue.
Yeah.
How do I deal with a man that want me to be his mom and his girlfriend? Yeah, no. Get somebody else to do it. I'm a very nurturing person by nature, though. Yeah. I am. I cook, I clean. Shut up sometimes. But yeah, I don't. If you can't do a load of laundry, if you can't, you know, check my oil on my car, it's just certain things. It's like you should be doing as a man. And if I gotta try to teach you and raise you, baby, I don't want no parts. I need you to come potential. that's my preference. Some women love that kind of man though, where they need them for everything. I'm not one of those. How about you, Misty?
I don't want to be your mom, right? I want to be nurturing in a way that your mom couldn't, right? So no, I don't want to be your mom. I think you need to go heal if that's the case. And I think that it's okay for men to want their women to be nurturing, but not to like a deep extent to where it's creepy or you think I'm finna raise you and do everything and struggle like your mama struggled. I'm not doing that.
Where it's codependent.
That's somebody said, so who's single? They came in, so where's everybody from? I love that. I love that. This is a really good question though. So do you feel pressured to be a wife when you're just trying to date and vibe, Tamara?
Oh, that is a good question.
Isn't that a good one?
That is.
It's a good one.
I don't think I feel pressure because I don't date. Okay, let's back up. If you would have asked me this question maybe 6 months ago, I would have absolutely been like, yeah, because I knew I didn't want to be in a relationship. I knew I didn't want to be like tied down. Yeah. I just knew I was in a completely different space on dating. Tamara, today, no, I don't feel the pressure of that because I only date and vibe with a person that I feel like I would marry or that I would pursue in that way. Yeah. And so I don't feel like I'm at an age where I'm wasting my time. Like I'm finally like, okay, I'll get back out there and I'm okay with the idea of dating. I don't feel like in this season I have an issue with being pursued in a wifely way when I just want to vibe and date. What about you, Misty?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you feel pressure to be a wife when you're just trying to date and vibe?
I don't feel pressured to be a wife. I feel like that's my intention. So that's me dating with intent. But no, I don't feel pressured to date that way in this day and age.
When I was fresh out of my marriage, there was pressure because I was meeting people who were at a point in their life where they want a wife, they wanted a house, they wanted kids. And I'm like, I just got out of that. I don't want that right now, you know? But now, 3 years later, I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I want that again. I think. So now, like Misty said, I'm dating with the intention and I make it very clear up front. And the men that I entertain, like you said, they understand that and they want that too. And so we're headed in the same direction. So Yeah, I don't. But yeah, when I was fresh out, oh baby, they was on my heels.
I'm
baby.
talking like
on
white
my
on rice. And one
heels.
is annoying because it's like, baby, I'm not trying to do none of that. I
Baby, I'll put you
truly
in a house and I
just
want
trying
kids
to
and I
chill.
Okay, Miss D, what does dating with discernment look like now that you're older and a mama?
Ooh. Really trusting my intuition. Like if I get a really funky feeling about a dude, or I look at how he
like
treats.
I told you earlier,
right?
Freaky is
69 guy.
Freaky ass nigga shit.
If I get a funky feeling about a dude, a funny feeling about a dude, or if I watch him and look at how he treats everybody else around him, I really pay attention to that, and it's time for me to move around. Like, yeah. So
how about you, Tamara?
No, it's exactly that for me. When I say I already am very sensitive to people. I'm sensitive to energy. Like I'm just very sensitive to vibes. All it takes is for me to see your character one too many times, and that shit over with. Like,
yeah.
And it's certain things you just can't get around when it comes down to character. I really pay attention to, like Misty said, how you treat people. I pay attention to how people respect you, how you treat other people. Like I truly pay attention to your relationships. And if you ain't moving right with the other people in your life, like baby, you don't stand a chance with me. And it's I just pay attention to the energy and vibes.
Yeah. You? Yeah, I was just gonna say I go off of your vibe, like how I'm feeling, and baby, most of the time, one sign of a red flag, baby, I'm out of there. I am out of there, and baby, I'll explain to you why. But listen, don't question it. Just move on.
That's
just
all
move
I'm
on.
saying,
And in my experience, men had the hardest time accepting that too. Yeah. Like, how dare you try to leave me, or how dare you try to turn me down after I'm him. No, you're not for
baby,
me.
Not
you're just
me.
not for me.
You're just
not
been there, done that, bought a t-shirt. Like
literally,
once you learned the lesson, you like I'm cool.
No,
I ain't doing this no more.
Yeah. Thank you for calling us beautiful, y'all. We love y'all.
He said anybody making choices off energy and vibes are poor decision making. Why? No, let's really address that. Can we please? Why?
What do you make yours off of? That's the question.
Literally.
Energy and vibes, this is chemistry we talking about. So if my energy isn't in alignment with your energy and it's just off, well, we supposed to sit there and force it?
No, I want to know what do they go off of? If it's not energy and vibes for you, tell us what you go off of. We really want to know. What is the pettiest reason you've ghosted a man? As it says as a mom, but just as a person, what's the pettiest reason?
I didn't like the way his lips looked.
What it looked like?
I just didn't like them. They were ugly lips.
What was wrong with them? What was wrong with these lips? I'm
trying to think
coming off illness, y'all, and I know I sound crazy.
You good? We coughing this way up.
Okay, my bad.
Get your ass up.
Slow that down. Missy, what does lips look like?
They was like, both of them look like bottom lips.
Didn't expect that.
Shut up. Missy, what? Oh my God.
I did not expect.
And the mustache wasn't grown in all the way.
You said you ghosted him because he looked like he had two bottom lips.
I'm trying to think because I be having some stories on me. I know I got some interesting ones. I know I do.
Two bottom lips.
Oh, I got a good one. I ghosted somebody because I felt secondhand embarrassment for him when he told me he had a implant in his penis.
What is happening?
Damn.
Did you see it? No, I didn't see it. I didn't try it. I had embarrassed. So like, why would you tell me? Because he was getting it taken out. He said it started malfunctioning. He said that when he
What'd it do?
when it would get erect or when
listen.
It hurt when he peed. That's what he said.
Happening?
So he was getting it taken out. But my thing is, why share that with me? You could have just got it done and I would have never known. So I felt so embarrassed for him that I couldn't do it, y'all. I couldn't. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think I ghosted somebody just because every time he touched my shoulder, it made me cringe. Like, and I just could not.
Was he ugly?
No.
What happened?
She said every time this man touched her shoulder, it made her cringe. So I'm like, was he ugly? What about him? Was his hands sweaty?
He wasn't attracted.
Yeah, let's just
everything.
Don't touch me.
Overall.
Bitch, don't touch me.
It must have been overall.
I would literally
I got
cringe.
I got
And I
another
was
one.
like, yeah.
Yeah, give us another one. Give us one.
Go.
Give us one.
He got out the car and I saw his butt crack.
He was done.
Yeah, that's a pretty
anymore.
common one
Once
you
I
see
your
online.
booty crack, done.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you're trying to be serious. You're serious with your booty out. What's the reason y'all go
How
to
you
people?
gonna protect me with your booty out?
Okay,
No!
shut up.
You're supposed to be a protector.
Missy. She
You
don't
go with your ass
She
out.
don't
Pants on the
believe.
ground. Looking like a fool with
your pants on the ground. Y'all say anything. So, do you ever spin the block after ghosting somebody permanently?
Hell no.
Or prematurely? My bad.
Prematurely.
You said prematurely.
No.
What?
Shame.
No.
A little bit too soon.
Why would I go back?
What you gonna hate big head? I ain't never hate big head nobody.
Baby, absolutely not. No. How do you create a space for intimacy when your house is full of kids and chaos? Tamara.
I do not bring men to my house.
So how do you create the space though? Even if it's not at your house, what do you do?
So they need space. They would need to have a space that we can come to. Mm-hmm. And then from there, it's just time. Yeah. I feel like I'm on a really good schedule with the ex-husband for the little one. The other kid, 18, so you count out the way. But for little, to where there's long days on, short days off, like where I know what the schedule is going to be. So it makes it very easy to plan. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like I have a very strict rule that men, for the most part, do not come to our home. And it's just a space my sister and I respect. So,
how about you, Misty?
How do I create a space for intimacy?
Yes.
With kids and chaos. When kids and chaos is around?
Mm-hmm. Even when they're not around. Just having kids, knowing you have kids, how do you create it? Where do you create it? What does that look like for you?
I itemize my time and give them my undivided attention by being intentional with the time and the setting, right? So obviously not my home, maybe his home, or maybe the telly. No, I'm just playing.
Come on, Telly. Because a lot of times we run into men with kids too, where we need to respect their spaces too. So sometimes that may be the case. Telly,
and it's a better aesthetic, and you can dress it up a little bit. You know,
dress it up and make it real. Okay, period.
Little view.
She said whatever that.
Little balcony. No.
Okay, balcony action. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's you gotta have a house or create a space for me. Yeah. Because at this big age, baby, you just not. I don't play coming to my house no more. That's just a no for me. I had a very crazy experience with somebody coming to my house, and it's just no. Yeah, come on vacation.
That's right. I prefer a vacation. Bump that hotel.
But if you're on a vacation, that's at a hotel though or a house. So
I mean,
I get what you're
not
saying.
One that's up the street.
Don't do the local. I got you.
We ain't doing that.
Might as well put a flight to it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at it.
We ain't going to the Snooty Fox now.
Okay. What we not going to?
The Snooty Fox.
With the mirrors on the ceiling.
Okay. Listen, I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm. Not the Snooty Fox. No Motel 6. You ain't wrong.
We not doing the Motel 6. Nah, baby. We need 4 stars or more.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay.
That is one thing I'm very bougie about where I stay.
Yeah, baby. But you know what irritates me about hotels? Even the bougie ones, the pillows.
Just really,
why as soon as you put a pinky on that bitch, it's flat. Like
don't give anything, okay?
Like hate hotel pillows. Hate them real bad.
They give nothing.
Okay, well, next question. What does protect Black women look like in your dating life?
Ooh. That's a good one.
That's a deep one. You got some layers to it.
It has.
What does protect Black women look like, mean to you anyways, just in general?
Speaking up for me. Like, speaking up for me if we're at the restaurant and if I didn't like it, or, if it's not what I ordered, I do like when they speak up for me with that. Making sure that I am spoken up for when it comes to other men and not just having me dangling in the background or dangling in the front. And, walking beside me and not in front of me. That makes me feel really,
Love being led through a crowd with your hand.
With the hand.
The men that keep switching sides with you on the street, so you're not on the
Yes,
outside.
you gotta make this shit make sense.
Yes.
I love it. Literally open every door, make sure that I get where I need to get.
Or when we're in a large crowd of people, like putting not even just the hand thing, but putting his arm around my waist to make sure that like we're as one and we're walking through, and she's spoken for.
Okay. What does protect black women mean to you, Samara?
Since Misty spoke on like a personal level, like with your person level, for me when I was like really dating, it's sharing with my friends who I'm dating so these men can run amok. I feel like we date in very small circles, and when you gotta type, and people will quickly, try to run through crowds or make it weird. For me, it's like, being honest with my friends about who I'm bringing around. They all do the same with me.
Yeah.
If I see black women out on a date, just looking out to make sure ain't no creep shit going on, and, that she's protected in that way.
Yeah.
And then everything Misty said with her person. And I expect to literally be coddled. I expect to be hovered. I expect, for you to call and check on me and make sure that I'm breathing. If my tire gets flat, I expect for you to run to the rescue like there's nobody's tomorrow. Like, I expect to be a priority in that way. And to me, that's protecting me as a black woman, because don't leave me on the side of the road. That's crazy.
Being able to call on you for everything.
Literally,
every little thing. No matter how big, how small, but also beat that nigga ass, he played with me.
Okay, what you said? What?
Beat him up.
We gonna wash it in the dryer. Okay,
beat him up.
Beat that. Listen, don't let nobody play with me. That's what it comes down to for me. Do not let nobody play with me, because I wouldn't let nobody play with you.
Because Mercedes like big old husky.
She like, okay? Mercedes ain't wrong.
Shoulders.
You better protect me, baby. Listen, okay? This is a good one, y'all. I'm going to answer. You know what? I want to hear y'all answer first.
Oh.
Would you let a man discipline your child? And if not, when does that line get drawn?
You cannot physically discipline my child, but if we have built a relationship and rapport and a foundation to where my child respects you, which they will because I raised her right. If you saw something that I didn't see and you felt the need to handle it without me, I am completely fine with them putting her on punishment or giving her something around the house to do, but you ain't gonna physically touch my baby.
Yeah. Because I barely like when they real parent touch my baby.
Okay.
Don't touch my baby. Don't do that. How much it's married?
Yeah, no, because I don't physically discipline my kids. So ain't nobody else once every blue moon she can. But for the most part, Little does not get any physical discipline. So that would be crazy. I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, before you can, and you can be a role model, you can be a mentor, you can be a guidance. But to come in as like a father figure and like a disciplinary, you need to have made the steps to like secure me as your woman, your wife, like your person. To be just dating somebody for 12 days and they coming in telling your kid what to do,
Absolutely
that's crazy
not.
as hell to me.
Absolutely not.
I think that there has to be an establishment with your role in my life before you come in as a disciplinary to my kids.
Absolutely.
And you know what's crazy? So I was with my ex-husband for years, and to the day we separated, when the boys did something, the boys that we didn't have together, when they did something, hey, listen, this is what he did. Like, I'm going to tell. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I did not feel comfortable disciplining them.
And see, it's not like, even what you do, it's how you do it. Like, I can understand you talking to my child because, again, I'm going to talk to her. If it doesn't make sense, no, you need to make it make sense. Like, be a mentor, be a guidance, be all of that. But when we're talking like actual discipline,
when
we
they
should probably
needed to
get
be
together on that.
I can always tell them, go do this, go do that. That's not what I mean. But actual discipline, this is what happened with the boys. I think you need to go handle it. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't feel comfortable doing so.
Yeah, that's what DJ Live from the Star said. He said, as long as we discipline them together as a unit, then that's good. That's a good look.
It is. You got to be a united front with these kids.
Literally,
for sure.
because they're playing your face.
They will, and they will play both sides of the fence if you let them. Absolutely. Okay, here's another good question. I'll answer this one. Do you feel like men assume you're struggling just because you're a single mom? Me, no. I think men come into my life and they see the lifestyle that I provide myself and my kids, and they know that I got it and I'm okay. But back in the day, I could see that. I mean, because I really was. I wasn't struggling. I was. But yeah, no. In this day and age, no. I don't think that nobody assumes that about my life. No.
Yeah, I don't think anybody assumes that about my life either. Like, we live a good life. We be doing stuff.
Very known. Very known
and
that
I'm
we
very
live a
open
decent
with
life.
That. So there's no
period.
sense of struggle here.
Okay. But I'll be a damsel in distress now. Don't get me wrong. Now, if you want
some shoes.
a brand new pair, okay?
Listen.
40-year-old baby.
What's one myth about Black single moms and dating that you want to burn to the ground?
That everybody's looking for a baby daddy or somebody to parent their kids.
A new pappy. My babies don't need a new pappy.
Whole time I was not looking for none of that. I was looking for a partner, somebody to just be together with. Everybody's not looking for a father replacement. Most of these kids got dads. I know my kids got dads. And so, yeah, it's not, for me, I'm not looking for anybody to be a father to my children. Not in that way.
One more time. I just need to, I want to make sure I answer it right.
Okay. What is one myth about Black single moms and dating that you want to burn to the ground? So a myth that you want people to just leave with it.
That's a good one.
I would agree with you on that one. My kids don't need a dad.
I was going to say thinking I need you to move in. Like that is still the same. Like,
yeah,
we can live separately.
Yeah, we can live. That I think that's going to be my biggest adjustment, because I've been by myself for so long now. This is the longest I've been single in my adult life, and just sharing a space with a man again is going to be really different and probably difficult for me, because I've just been by myself.
An adjustment for sure.
Yeah,
because I've lived alone for a while as well.
Yeah.
He said a relationship is built on love and what you bring to the table. Kids always need a father figure. That's not what we said.
We're saying that they already have
one. And so we're not looking to replace that father figure with you.
We are most likely just looking for a partner. And part of being a partner is, helping throughout parenting. But are we looking for somebody to come in and literally be the father to this child? No, these kids have fathers.
They got their own dads
awesome
already.
fathers that are doing what they need them to do.
The baby not looking for a daddy, I am.
And you can, that's what I'm saying. And you can never have too many father figures for anybody. Like, everybody should have as many role models as they can possibly get.
Yes. Robert, I hope that you are not...
Baby Robert board.
Mingling through society with that mindset.
I just tuned in and I felt like I missed something. Andre, you did miss a lot. So you done missed almost a whole episode, actually. Mm-hmm. But we've been talking about mama having a life, too, in light of Mother's Day being this weekend. This is the MILF Ticket Podcast. I'm Mercedes. This is Misty. And this is Tamara. And, yeah, we interact with the crowd. And we just talk our stuff every week. And we love talking to y'all because y'all be talking back. So make sure you love the live, share.
So Dre wants to know if the man that you're dating, is he required to step up and take on that role?
Not required to.
No.
Now, can you sit and ignore my kid and pretend like they don't exist?
Yeah,
right.
No. Yeah, you're not gonna do
Give me a break. Absolutely not.
Like,
but
literally not that.
Am I expecting?
He said, fuck your fork. Yeah, my son. Don't do that now. But we don't, like we said, the kids already have fathers. Now, some moms are different, where they kids really don't have a father figure in their lives, and they need that. We are not those people. Our kids have fathers that are active in their lives, and they're okay with what they got.
Like, if we couldn't make it to parent-teacher conference, the dad would go. You see? Like, it's not.
Like, we really have fathers of our children. Like, it's yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, next question. This kind of goes along the lines of what we talked about last week. Do you lead with your softness or your survival mode when you meet someone new, Misty?
Ooh. Brand new person. You just met them.
With my softness. Like you just said, I'm a dancer.
What'd you say talking to? Yes, speaking from a place of wetness.
A place of wetness.
It's what you gotta.
Softness.
What you gotta do.
Softness. Okay, what you do? Softness, survival. I think I do a combination.
It's a combo, yeah.
Cause don't play with me, but hey.
It's a little bit of both. What?
Hi, boo.
It's a little bit of both. I think maybe survival leads, because I feel like it's like sifting through the BS.
You gotta be on.
And then once I'm soft, now I'm soft. Like
yeah,
because there's no in between with me. It
I
really
think
is
you
one or
can
the
still
other.
be like protective and have that demeanor of don't play with me, but still be soft. You just come off as a very well put together and mature woman that don't take no shit, but you still look soft.
right.
So I think even when you lead with
No,
that,
I do agree with
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
And I don't think it ever comes across as like,
and then when you get close enough to me, you be like, damn, she don't fuck around. Like, she don't play. Like, that's what you probably get, but it ain't.
I don't know.
Like, it's rare and hello.
I feel like as Black women, we come off like the myth is that we're angry and we're so aggressive, right? So I think I intentionally try to show that softness in the beginning, so that way it doesn't come off like that. Because I'm not a super aggressive person or anything like that. And with a man, I'm very submissive. But you gotta be him. You gotta be him.
I like what DJ said. He said coming in with your softness would allow you to be your most authentic self. That is true. That is
after
true.
You've sifted through the bullshit.
But I will say,
but because what?
it took a long time for me to be soft.
By fire, don't let nobody play with you.
Because people will play.
By fire, do not let nobody play
because
with you.
of my survival, it took so long. Like I
had to train yourself.
This took some work.
Okay, what to tell you?
It definitely took some work, and it's trial and error for sure. Yeah, and I feel like depending on what you come off as first, that kind of gears what the relationship will end up. Too,
no, it does.
Absolutely. I think this will be one of our last questions. Are Black moms allowed to date for fun, or are we expected to date for marriage only? I'm going to unravel this a little bit, because I feel like Black women are one of the only or very few races who are not raised to get married. Other cultures and races, they raise their girls to get married, to find a husband. And I don't feel like Black women are raised that way. We are raised off of we can be raised off of some love and some survival, but we're not groomed to find a husband. So for me, I feel like I can date for fun, but that's all I know too. You know what I mean? Like, I've been married, but it's like that's just kind of the person and the life that I created for myself. I wasn't raised to do that, if that makes sense. So
I want to go first. I'm next.
Go ahead.
When I got divorced, in my brain, I was like, I really want the family dynamic, right? I really, really, really want that. So in my mind, I was just going, really trying to date to marry again, right? Very young. And it took me a minute to really learn to date for fun. So
because we're not taught how to date.
We're not taught how to date. Black women in general
are not taught how to date. And we mean date multiple people, not have sex with multiple people. We literally date,
have fun, experience, explore.
We are not taught to do that because it's frowned upon. You're a hoe if you dating all these people. No, we are not taught to do that.
Misty, are you dating for fun at the moment? We're gonna answer that.
It's the same man. Come on. It's the same man.
I feel like there's a season for everything. Like, do we have the bandwidth always to date for fun? No. I feel like with how, and see, most of my cousins, a lot of them either got in long-term relationships or got married. Like, most of us ended up in like long-term relationships. But again, was never taught to date in that way. We all just, I don't know, just kind of gravitated towards that. Yeah. Once I got divorced, then it was dating for fun. But I don't think, I can tell, like, me dating for fun is literally rubbing people the wrong way. Like, it is irritating. I know it irritated souls that You know, I'm not in a relationship or, you know, not married anymore. And so, yeah, I don't think we have the same space for dating for fun.
Yeah, we don't.
Where you probably don't know a whole lot
have
of
the
luxury.
people.
Yeah, they're literally
working hard out here.
Yeah. And especially a certain type of woman. Like most of us, I feel like, are always being pursued in a way where people are, you know, wanting to see us as a wife. Yeah. And so the luxury of dating for fun goes off the table in that. Like, I don't know. Like,
they frown upon it for sure. Because I remember when I first started dating fresh out of my marriage. What you mean you date multiple people? Like I said, I'm dating. Like, if you have a problem with it, please keep it moving. I'm sorry that you feel that way, babe. Like,
Robert, that's so dope. He said he dated 2 people in his lifetime, and his wife is one of them.
That's dope,
Robert.
Very beautiful.
That's beautiful. To answer your question, I'm dating for both.
I'm dating. Can you check it?
Oh yeah, we are.
Okay.
I am dating for both. I'm dating for fun and obviously for marriage, and I'm hoping that
my marriage better be fun.
And I was just gonna say that. I'm hoping my marriage
has to be fun.
My marriage gonna be lit. I think since we've all been in it, we know what we want. We know what we're looking for, know what we want, and we ain't settling for nothing less. And I'm okay with waiting until what I need and what I want comes along.
Yeah. And it's literally that simple.
Yeah.
If you guys are
good dating
still
space right now,
watching us, please like and share the live and follow us for more of these amazing topics. We try to keep it refreshing.
It's always different stuff. Always different.
We try to make sure that we're talking to our men and our women. We love the perspectives of the men and the women, and it gives us, you know,
our MILF magnets,
a lot more to talk about.
We love our MILF.
What's the MILF ticket of the night, y'all?
So
we in the episode with the MILF ticket of the week. Just our little bit of advice, you know, at the end of it, and just for you to take throughout the week until you see us again. So
I would just say your kids have to eventually grow up, and
you're gonna be left by yourself. So you better do it. Cater to you, babe.
Get outside.
I would say just make sure that your children are watching you, your daughters and your sons are watching you date correctly, and so that they can grow up and healthily, right?
Yes.
So that they can grow up and just be better people in the world too, in the dating life, in the dating society.
My MILF ticket of the week with Mother's Day on Sunday is FTK. Y'all know what I mean.
You know.
Y'all spend do y'all spend Mother's Day with y'all kids?
Sometimes.
Probably not this year because it's not my weekend. So
girl, I do not. Get them away from me as far as you can go.
She did tell me she got $45 and she about to go get me something nice. So.
Oh, not 45.
$45. So
all right, got the 40 ball.
Dre said,
I will see y'all again next week. Bye.
Well,
am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camera.